Good day. This is going to be a short tutorial, very short, on how to seal up big bags of rice. Now, this is a huge bag of rice. I'm not even sure how many pounds this is. It's massive. But we lucked out. If you look, you can see the price sticker right there. That's $4.99, people, and it's 20 pounds. So for $5, we got 20 pounds of rice. That's a good deal. But if we leave this rice open, it'll get filled with little buggies and other things that tend to live, pantry moths, that kind of stuff. So, what we do is we pull out our handy-dandy FoodSaver here, and our FoodSaver bags, which I've already got one out here, and we're going to fill the bag, and then we're going to seal it. And that way, it sucks out all the air, it keeps the food free of bugs, and it doesn't go stale, and it doesn't sprout or do anything like that. So, I'm going to try and put my phone down so you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully, this will work. And hopefully, I won't be in the picture, because I don't want to be in the picture. So, basically, this part's pretty simple. It's the same as with any sealer bag, or even a bag of, like a Ziploc bag. You're going to fill it up. You want to keep settling it down, and hopefully not dumping it all over like I just did. And for those who want to, you can keep track of how many cups you have in the bag. Our family is large enough that I don't really care how many cups I have in the bag. We're going to use most of the bag in 2 days, so it's kind of not an issue. Now, this is where it gets funky. You can't fill it completely full because there has to be enough room to put it in the sealer. So, let me move my spilled things around and pick things up here. Hopefully you got a decent view of. Okay, here's our bag, and as you can see, it's not full, but it's mostly full. And what you need to do is you need to pull these on either side so that it's nice and flat and closed, and then you're going to flip it down so that it goes over top of this channel here. This channel is where it sucks the air out, and this right here is the heat seal. So it's going to suck the air out and seal it before the air can suck back in. So I'm going to put this down again for a sec. I'm going to put this over the edge like so. Now, the big thing about this is that this edge has to go over into that section, and the rice can't be past the edge there. You're going to close up your lid, lock it, and you'll notice 2 little lights just came on, and that tells me it's ready to go. And we're going to vacuum and seal. The little red light means it's sealing up. We wait for the little red light to go off, and our bag should be sealed, and we'll find out that in a moment. First thing you want to do is visually inspect the seal, and I don't know if you can see it there. Well, I think you can. You want to make sure that there's nothing caught in it, that there's no liquid, although that's not a problem with rice. And just make sure that it goes all the way across and there's no interruptions. This one looks great. The next thing you want to check is it solid? If it's squeezable like that, then the air is still in it. But this is like a solid brick. There is no give to it at all. Then you label it and set it off to the side. That can go into your basement. It can go into your pantry. It can even go into your freezer if you're concerned that there might have been the possibility of pantry moths in there. The bottom line is most rice and most wheat that is commercially purchased in this country has pantry moths in it. Left out, they will hatch and you will end up with swarms of them, which is what happened to us this summer. If you freeze your bags for 48 hours, you can then take them out of the freezer and nothing will grow in there. That is cold enough that it will kill any little eggies in there. You won't see them, they're microscopically small. You know, it's face fact, you've been eating them all your life. It's kind of gross, but it's just the way it is. But that's how you seal up a bag. And you can do this with rice, you can do it with lentils. A friend of mine taught me how when you have bags of lentils, instead of opening the bag like this, if you want to seal them for long-term storage, you actually can just stab holes in the plastic bag, put the whole plastic bag into one of these sealer bags, and seal the whole thing. And that will, you know, take care of it. And you can put 3 or 4 small bags of lentils into one of these big bags, and then you have them safe. Now, if you're putting them in your basement or root cellar, I would put them into a plastic bucket of some kind. I have a bucket over here. If you look, that happens to be the one that we use for our compost, but it is a food grade bucket. The food grade buckets are not, mice can't chew through them, and when the lids are down tight, nothing gets in. They're quite impervious to water and everything else. So if you were to take several of these and add them to a bucket like that, you could then tuck it down into a corner in your basement. As long as you remember to label it so you can find it later, you should be good. And there you go. Welcome to Resealing 101.